सोच में सकारात्मकता लाएं, जीवन को बेहतर बनाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। मनोदर्पण के काउंसलर से परामर्श पाने के लिए डायल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 844-844-0632। नंबर एक बार फिर सुने 844-844-0632।
Namaskar. Very warm welcome to all the viewers and learners in this live interaction of CIT-NCERT named Sahyog. I am Renu Bhatt with you all, and you are watching us live on PM E-Vidya channels from channel number 6 to 12. And apart from all these channels, you are with us on our YouTube channels as well, that is NCERT Official, NCERT PM E-Vidya class number 6 to 12. And dear learners, this session is for 6 to 12 standard students. And before we proceed further, let me give you an introduction about our sign language interpreter. You are Miss Bhumi. Bhumi, very warm welcome. And let me give you a brief about Sahyog session as well. And as you all know, Sahyog and Paricharcha sessions are held under Manodarpan initiative. It's a brilliant initiative by Ministry of Education as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan for providing psychosocial support to all the students, their parents and teachers across the country. And we generally talk about their mental well-being as well in these special sessions. And let me share the title of the session. We are going to discuss today about mental health conversation matters among teen. Having a conversation on mental health is always vital and important, and it's quite necessary, especially when we talk about adolescent students. They are going through a lot of changes. So, we have joined by our expert who will throw light on this particular topic. Let's meet her. You are Dr. P.H. Brajyanti Devi. You are Associate Professor and Head DESM, Niri, Shillong. Very warm welcome, ma'am. And we have joined by our practicing counselor as well. Let's meet her too. You are Miss Soniya Sharma. Very warm welcome, ma'am. स्वागत है आपका.
Thank you and good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. And before we start this particular conversation, let me share some certain information to all our viewers. In case they have any query or questions related to this particular topic, you can reach out to us through our various medium. We want you to call us on our telephone number, that is 8800 440-559. Either you can drop a mail as well. Our email address is sahyog.ncert@cit.nic.in. And dear learners and viewers, if you have joined us through our live streaming, then you have to go to the live chat box and then only you can drop your comment out there. Our expert will be more than happy to answer all your queries and doubts. And if you want to talk to Manodarpan counselor, they have their separate number as well, that is 844-844-0632. So, let us quickly start this session, and ma'am, Brajyanti ma'am, we want you to start this conversation, and my first question to you is, why is conversation on adolescent mental health crucial issue, ma'am? Why is it so?
Okay, so it is very important and the first and foremost question of the today's session. So, adolescence is a period which extends from childhood, between the childhood and the adulthood. And this stage of adolescence is accompanied with the hormonal changes. Because of hormonal change, there is some emotional development and accordingly some emerging mental health issues are there. So, to addressing the issues promptly through conversation, prevent from escalating through interventions. Actually, if we know that if we converse about it, if we talk about it, then we will know the reason. Some because of the mental anxiety, suppose the mental health issues, some of the common mental health issues are like depression, anxiety, aggression, and the defiance, and the not obeying, and that they want to be very independent. These some of these, I mean the mood disorder, we can say, it is accompanied by. For that also there is some reason why they are aggravating, showing aggression, why they are getting so angry, and why they don't want to listen to parents. So about these things, even though it is associated with the hormonal change, but then also there will be some reasons. So if we can talk on the changes and what is the mental health issues happening in them, if we can talk openly, then it will prevent from escalating, means it will prevent from increasing, because if this required, we can seek help. So this is called early intervention. So for early intervention, talking about it is very important, and it also helps in talking about it, also reduce the stigma, because during this period they are very shy and they don't want to, they express, they don't want to initiate the changes happening to them, and how it is, the influence their mood, also that they always try to keep away. So if we start talking about it, if we introduce to them to talk about mental health issues, then openly, when we openly introduce, then it will reduce their shy and the secrecy, because sometimes they hide many things. They think that it is very shameful to tell. So if we introduce them to talk openly from our side, then it reduces the shy and secrecy. So it will be normalized. Now it will help in normalizing the seeking help when they need it, and with ease and with comfortably, without hesitation, they can seek the help from the elders, from the friends, from anywhere, who even appropriate stakeholder of that period. And the building coping skills, because it is a third important point why we need the conversation about the mental health issues. So conversation help learning self-care strategies for managing stress. When something has happened to them, and if we start talking them, and we make them feel easy to share what they are feeling, then it will then when we come to know, or some of his or her peer also having the same thing, it will be easy for them to manage to cope with the situation, and some challenge situation they can navigate, and thereby they, for any situation associated with the mental health of the adolescents can be avoided, and that they can build the resilience. Next slide. Then apart from this, it promote empathy also. How it promote empathy? When I am experienced with the comfortable situation, when I discuss about my mental health issues, and if I can discuss these issues with comfortably and with ease, then this experience will help understanding other people, and I can also foster healthy relationship among and the more supportive community. That's why talking about the mental health issues is very important. And when we try to, stop, when we try to reduce these issues on time, then it will have a positive impact on the future well-being. The well-being maybe in two terms. One is short-term and one is long-term impacts. Like when I have very good positive mental health, my performance in academic maybe improve, then it also can boost my morale again. And in long run, when I have this mental health, I have an positive mental health, then it will help me in making relationship with my elders, with my peer, and with my seniors. So I can become a very respectful member in the family, so that it will help me in capacitizing myself to able opportunities available in the society. So I can carry on a good life, and my future can be successful and a good one. So it helps future well-being in the long term. And another point is that protecting against risk behavior. Suppose when I have started my mental health issues, and if I am allowed to openly discuss, or my parents are helping me, encouraging me to come out with what I feel, and even if I can interact with my friends easily about my feeling, and then it will also protect me. Protection means the sense it will curtail chances to link with when someone is very anxiety, when someone is having depression, and if you cannot control on time, and it can be, it can go on progressing, and it can the person can indulge in substance use, violence, and the other type of the risk behavior they can go. So if we talk about this, if we can intervene on the time about the mental health issues, then it will protect the further, the worsening the behavior of the child. And reducing isolation also one of the important points. So discussing about mental health conditions with less secrecy among peers and the caretakers. Caretakers may be teachers. I mean, if it is a girl, she can be friendly with the girl teacher. I mean, the lady teacher, and if it's a boy, can be friendly with the male teachers and the parents, especially. Then when the caretaker of those adolescents and the peers, if we maintain less secrecy and if we can talk everything little, I mean, freely, then it will help creating sense of belongingness. And I will start thinking that, oh, the Shari is there for me, and the home madam is there, and whenever I have problem, I can share with my parents.
Right.
Then help me like that. So it stops, it connect with the detrimental mental conditions resulted from the loneliness, and the isolation can be reduced or avoided. So because of these important points, talking about the mental health issues is very important in good adolescents.
Exactly, that's why a conversation is very much important, and here we want Soniya ma'am you to tell us more about the ways. There must be some ways, right? What are the different ways to discuss mental health with adolescents effectively, ma'am? Soniya ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Mental health is something we all have, just like physical health, and it's especially important when it comes to adolescent. Why? The teenagers' years are full of changes, challenges, and questions. So, how can we talk to adolescent about mental health in a way that truly helps them? Let me walk you through some practical and effective ways with real life examples to make that conversation meaningful. Number one is create a safe and trusting environment. Now, what does it mean? Teens will not open up if they feel judged. For example, instead of asking a 14-year-old child, why are you always on your phone? We can say, I have noticed you have been quiet lately. Everything okay? I am here if you want to talk. Second, use clear or age appropriate language. Try not to use such clinical terms which nowadays are very commonly used. Speak in word they can understand. For example, if a teen says that can't sleep or feel nervous all the time, don't immediately say sounds like you have anxiety. Instead say it sounds like you have been feeling a bit restless. Do you know what might be causing it? Now, number three, listen without interrupting. Sometimes they don't want to get advice. They just want to be heard. कि उन्हें कोई सुने. For example, when a 16-year-old child says, I feel like I'm not good at anything. So don't respond with, that's not true, you are great. No. Instead say, that must be really hard to feel. Do you want to talk more about why you are feeling that way? Number four, share, don't lecture. Personal stories can make conversation feel relatable. For example, when I was your age, I sometimes felt pressure too, especially before exam. मैं भी आपकी तरह ही एग्जाम से पहले प्रेशर फील करती थी, तो इसमें कोई नई बात नहीं है, ना ही इसमें परेशान होने की बात है. ये बहुत एक नॉर्मल फिनोमेना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सजेस्ट हेल्दी कोपिंग स्ट्रेटजीज. हम उन्हें सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं. यू कुड ट्राई कीपिंग अ जर्नल, कि वो एक अपना जर्नल लिखें. गोइंग फॉर वॉक. When things feel heavy, some people find it easier to talk after doing drawing, or music also can help. You know, there are so many ragas which help in so many conditions like stress or anger, mood swings. Then normalize asking the help. हमें बनाना है कि it's a normal thing. There is no shame to talking to a counselor or a therapist. For example, if you know talking to a school counselor does not mean something is wrong. It's like going to a doctor when you have a fever. It just helps you feel better. And yes, very, very important follow-up. Keep the door open of your heart. One conversation is not enough. If you spoke with a student last week about stress, follow up gently with, how have things been going since our chat? It shows you truly care. So talking about mental health with adolescents does not require fancy words. It just takes kindness, patience, and willingness to listen. When we do that, we help them build the confidence to express themselves and remind them they are not alone. Let's become the safe space our teen needs. So हमें बच्चों को ये बताने की ज़रूरत है कि every time is not okay is a okay condition. That's all.
डेफिनेटली मैम, हर समय जो है वो ओके टाइम नहीं होता है एंड दैट इज़ वेरी मच ओके। अगर कुछ गलत हो रहा है आपके साथ या आपको कोई परेशानी आ रही है बच्चों, तो आप ज़रूर शेयर करें। जैसे हमारे एक्सपर्ट ने कहा कि हेल्प मांगने को नॉर्मलाइज करना चाहिए। अगर कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाती है जहाँ पर आपको हेल्प की ज़रूरत हो, तो डू आस्क फॉर हेल्प। चाहे वो आपके पेरेंट्स हों, आपके बड़े भाई बहन हो, या फिर आपके टीचर्स हो, जो भी आपका ट्रस्ट वर्दी व्यक्ति हो, उनसे आप ज़रूर हेल्प लें। यहाँ पे देवी मैम, हम आपके पास आएंगे और हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, वी वांट यू टू एक्सप्लेन अस अबाउट द रोल ऑफ पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स दैट प्ले इन fostering open communication among adolescents, ma'am. Please explain to us.
Okay. So since adolescence is a period we said full of tension, full of anxiety, full of stress. So children spend time at home either or at school. That's why the parents and the teachers play a great role, and the different stakeholders like peer, elders, and the community also play a role. That's why some of the roles for in conversation about the mental health issues, sometimes it overlaps. So, but for the teachers and the parents, how can we do that? What role we can play? So the parents should, and the parents teachers whereby this the applicable. So they should create a supporting environment. So supporting environment can be created like we have to encourage the students or my children or my nearby neighbors, any children, to share the openly and the honestly their feelings and the experiences. Because sometimes when they say the truth and when they share the experience, so sometimes we scold and sometimes we discourage, sometimes some people laugh at them because, oh, this is not good and this type of experience you had like this. So instead of that, we have to encourage sharing all the feelings and all the experiences with honesty and with openly. We have to create a supportive environment this way, and then we have to listen actively without interruptions. When suppose something happened, I started asking to narrate the situation, to narrate the event, then when they start telling, then we should say, oh, then you should have not done that. Because of that only he said like this. So without interrupting them, we have to listen properly until the end. Now we should not give immediately we should not suggest any solution, because otherwise sometimes the suggestion may work reversely. That's why how to create a supportive environment should be known to the teacher and the parents like this, so that we can provide these 2-3 things to them, and it should be non-judgmental way so as to reduce fear for it. Suppose sometimes if they did something wrong, then when they tell me the truth, and if I say it is you who is wrong, then they will not like to listen to them. They may fear for that. That's why when we interact with the children, especially the adolescents, we should not be judgmental. So this type of 3 things should be kept in mind, the tips, so that teachers and the parents can talk with them, and the recognizing and the addressing mental health concerns. So early detection, parents awareness of potential signs. Soniya also said about so many signs. So the potential signs of mental illness, we can say, or negative mental health, we can say. So as soon as parents should aware about that, we have to detect it. We have to aware about that. That's why parents has to be learn about the potential signs and the why children are doing like this. If I see these signs, what may be the reason behind? So I need intervention. So this awareness should be kept in the parents. So with this awareness, we can detect the early sign of the negative mental health. And the seeking professional help should not hide. Here, professional help, sometimes people always try to hide if their children is having this type of mental health problem, then they try to hide it from other people, and they hesitate to go to the professional or any doctor or to tell the truth. So parents should, and the teacher, even teacher, notice about it. Parents are not educated, or parents are little aware, and that they are little autistic and they're not careful. So some parents are like that because they're busy. So teacher also should help in early detection and the seeking professional help. And in the meantime, parents also they should not hide and hesitate to take to the children to the professional when needed. Because if this serious issue and when they don't listen to us, I try my best level and then I should take help from the professionals. And the advocacy also should be given by the parents. They should ensure receipt of all health care system and the essential for boys and the girls. There are different types of healthcare system. So for girls, when they become teenagers, parents should know what are the requirements. We should try to ensure all the requirements, all the system and the essential for both the boys and the girls, so that they will feel free and that they will feel comfort, and the other care also we should give to the children within the adolescence only. That's why children should come. They should feel free and that they should feel comfortable and they should be able to tell to the parents whenever they need. If we give care and if
Ma'am,
we give
please
attention,
sum up.
okay. Then next slide, and the fostering healthy coping mechanisms. Okay. Modeling healthy behavior. Suppose when I have a problem in my house, in my family, and if I try to solve the issue without stress, without panic, and with difficult emotions also, I can take care. So they will see us and they will also try to do the same thing in their case also. And they encourage adolescents participating in positive activities, good hobbies. So as a parent, as a teacher, we should try to give a guide and then we should try to lead the students for positive activities, so that there will be less room for indulging in the negative activities, so that negative mental health can be avoided. And promoting self-care also, parents help in prioritizing sleep. Okay, parents should try to have a good sleep for their children. They should monitor the timing, everything, and the healthy eating, self-care practice. All this will induce healthy coping mechanism. When they are physically sound, mentally sound, then they will take any problem with ease, and then they will have the confidence. They will say that, okay, I can cope to it. So they will not be, they will not be in the depression. Supporting adolescents through challenges. So conflict resolution.
Ma'am, please sum up. We are running very short of time, ma'am.
And when we talk to them, we should maintain limitations for expectation from them, and we should keep a limited relationship, and then we should not ask so much questions. I mean, expectations should not be more than the limit. Okay, building confidence, encouragement by parents for their strengths, and we should always encourage students. Our children or students for their strengths and that their accomplishment of anything. So it will help in confidence and the resilience. This way, parents and the teachers can play a great role in conversation for the mental health issues of the adolescents.
Okay, मैम यहाँ पर सोनिया मैम हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, when it comes to peer group influence, तो किस तरह का इन्फ्लुएंस रहता है मैम ओपन डिस्कशन में जब हम मेंटल हेल्थ की बात करते हैं?
हाँ जी, so peer group no doubt plays very powerful role shaping attitudes and behavior among young people, teenagers. When it comes to mental health, peer groups can influence open discussion in both positive and negative ways. So first we can take positive influence, create a safe environment. When peers are open, non-judgmental, individuals feel safe and they can share. For example, if one student share how they have been feeling anxious about exam, another classmate respond with support instead of judgment. Other may also feel comfortable opening up about their feelings. Second is encourage help-seeking behavior. For example, a friend notices sign of stress in another and encourages them to talk to the school counselor and saying, I have been to the counselor too and it really helped. So it make really difference. थर्ड इज रिड्यूसिंग स्टिग्मा, जो जनरली होता है कि नहीं हम तो ये नहीं बताएंगे, कोई हमारे बारे में क्या सोचेगा और कहीं ये गलत तो नहीं है. सो अ ग्रुप ऑफ टीन्स रेगुलरली डिस्कसेस स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी एंड कोपिंग स्ट्रेटजीज ड्यूरिंग ब्रेक टाइम, ट्रीटिंग मेंटल हेल्थ द सेम वे दे टॉक अबाउट फिजिकल हेल्थ, कि जैसे हम फिजिकल हेल्थ को डिस्कस करते हैं ऐसे ही मेंटल हेल्थ को भी डिस्कस करना इज जस्ट नॉट एन मेंटल इलनेस को हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. देन अब इसके नेगेटिव इन्फ्लुएंस क्या होते हैं इफ इट इज नॉट सपोर्टिव. So number one is fear of judgment or rejection. If peer make fun or shame those who express emotions, other may hide their struggles. For example, a teen shares that they have feel little bit feeling stress and someone in the group says stop acting weak. or causing that teen to withdraw and never talk about it again. वो कभी अपने दिल की बात रखेगा ही नहीं फिर उस ग्रुप में. देन स्प्रेड मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन, ये बहुत ज़्यादा चीज़ चलन में है क्योंकि पीयर ग्रुप का इन्फ्लुएंस होता ही है. तो पीयर ग्रुप माइट शेयर इनकरेक्ट आइडियाज अबाउट मेंटल हेल्थ लीडिंग टू कंफ्यूजिंग टू harm. For example, a friend says therapy is only for crazy people. So discouraging other for seeking professional help. While we know that seeking help is a strength, not a weakness. So I conclude my point of view that peer group can significantly influence how openly mental health is discussed. When peers are supportive, informed, and open-minded, they create a space where individuals feel empowered to speak up and seek help without fear or shame. Conversely, negative peer influence can deepen silence and stigma. At the end, be kind towards your mind. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, ma'am, for all these valuable information. As we are running very short of time, we have to wrap up this session here only. But thank you so very much, Brajayanti ma'am and Soniya ma'am, for being with us and for this insightful session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
और बच्चों, जैसे हमारे एक्सपर्ट ने आपको बताया कि देयर आर सो मेनी वेज आप जिनसे बात कर सकते हैं, कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं, और क्या क्या तरीके हैं, क्या क्या रोल है हमारे पेरेंट्स का और पीयर ग्रुप का, यह आपको बताया गया. आप इन सभी बातों को ज़रूर ध्यान में रखें और इन पर आप गौर करें. यहाँ पर हम भूमि आपको भी धन्यवाद करना चाहेंगे. थैंक यू सो वेरी मच टू ऑल द व्यूवर्स एंड लर्नर्स जो हमारे साथ रहे थ्रू आउट द सेशन. एंड बिफोर आई टेक योर लीव, लेट मी शेयर सम सर्टेन इन्फॉर्मेशन विद यू ऑल. हम अपने कल के प्रोग्राम्स के बारे में आप सभी के साथ बातें शेयर करना चाहेंगे. हमेशा की तरह हम दिन की शुरुआत करना चाहेंगे योग शक्ति के साथ, और हमारा टॉपिक रहेगा योगिक मैनेजमेंट फॉर हर्निया. 11 बजे हम बात करेंगे एजुकेशन फॉर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स विद डेफ ब्लाइंडनेस. इस विषय पे 11 बजे हम उल्लास के साथ भी हाजिर होंगे. 12 बजे का समय है हिंदी के पहली कक्षा के विद्यार्थियों के लिए. हम लेकर आए हैं टॉपिक मिठाई. ये हमारी टीचिंग लर्निंग इंटरवेंशंस फॉर इंक्लूसिव क्लासरूम्स पर आधारित विशेष सत्र है. 2 बजे हम EVS के 5th स्टैंडर्ड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए लेकर आए हैं टॉपिक एवरी ड्रॉप काउंट्स. 2:30 बजे मैथमेटिक्स के 5th स्टैंडर्ड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए डिस्कशन होगा शेप्स एंड एंगल्स पार्ट 2 पे. 3 बजे हम साइंस के 6th स्टैंडर्ड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए लेकर आएंगे टॉपिक माइंडफुल ईटिंग अ पाथ टू अ हेल्दी बॉडी पार्ट 2. 3:30 बजे मैथ्स के 6th स्टैंडर्ड स्टूडेंट्स देखेंगे डिस्कशन लाइन्स एंड एंगल्स पार्ट 3 पे. और 4 बजे हमारे ऑनलाइन प्रशिक्षण कार्यक्रम में बात करेंगे OER क्षमताएं, चयन, सृजन और एकीकरण पर. 5 बजे आर्ट, म्यूजिक एंड क्रिएटिविटी एज टूल्स फॉर पॉजिटिव मेंटल हेल्थ. इस टॉपिक पे बात करेंगे हम सहयोग सत्र में. आप इन तमाम सत्रों का हिस्सा बन सकते हैं विद ऑल योर क्वेरीज एंड डाउट्स. वी वांट यू टू पार्टिसिपेट इन ऑल आर लाइव इंटरेक्शन विद ह्यूज नंबर्स. एंड मी रेणु भट्ट along with my whole team is taking your leave, but you stay tuned to PME Vidya channels for more informative programs. Namaskar.